Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
See ya!
Disappointing.
Oh, disappointing.
Disappointing. Disappointing.
She's drifting at the moment. Ineffective.
Divisive.
Competent, fake, unreliable, liar, evil. A few even went as far as deceitful and dictator.
What's up, bitch? What's up, bitch?
In a surprising move, the Wellington High Court has quashed the vaccine mandate for police and Defence Force personnel. The order required them to have 2 jabs before March 1st or be sacked. But in his ruling, the judge said the mandate was an unjustified limitation of rights.
For 18 days, these protesters have been demanding an end to vaccine mandates. And today, a bombshell decision they're claiming as a win.
Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand.
A Wellington High Court judge this afternoon ruling the COVID-19 vaccine mandate on police and Defence Force is unlawful, breaching the Bill of Rights Act. Fewer than 300 staff across both workforces have been impacted. In his ruling, Justice France Cook upheld the claims the mandate limited the right to refuse a medical treatment and the right to manifest religious beliefs. That last one because some object to the vaccine having been tested on aborted fetal cells that were collected decades ago. As for those camping on Parliament's lawn and crossing the Cook Strait to join them, they're claiming a victory.
Gender never came into it for me, and that was because of you.
Yep.
I have no doubt.
Yep.
Be pleased to know that we do consider both the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny to be essential workers.
If I could distill it down into one concept that we are pursuing in New Zealand, it is simple and it is this: kindness.
Political performance as PM, this is where she's not cutting the mustard, and you can see the ratings there. The Prime Minister should commence a Royal Commission of Inquiry into the COVID response, and talks there about, and this is a sentiment held by a lot of people, you know, the politicisation of health policy. You can see it there, people locked down for a long time in cities and regions, and people being discriminated against as workers, and those who felt vilified as in the anti-vax syndrome for, you know, actually lawfully protesting in an environment where at the start there weren't going to be mandates.
The Dawn raids were a series of raids carried out at random by the New Zealand Police during the mid-1970s in New Zealand on alleged illegal overstayers from the Pacific Islands. Jacinda Ardern's father, policeman David Ross Ardern, carried out Dawn raids.
Let's start with the supposed king and queen of empathy, Jacinda Ardern and Justin Trudeau, who are finally being exposed for the vacuous imposters that they are. All the media adulation in the world can't hide their shortcomings.
That's right. I mean, it's obvious. It was obvious from the start when both of them ran for office. Both Ardern and Trudeau were presenting themselves as if there was something very special they had, which gave them a great advantage over their alternatives, and that was that they were especially empathetic, especially caring. Jacinda Ardern's face crumples up with empathy and sympathy. She seems to express such care about people and about things. This whole modern idea that we've sort of slipped into, that as long as somebody's face crumples enough and they show enough sympathy for people, that somehow they're going to be good or better leaders, has been shown up by both Ardern and Trudeau as an absolute crock as an idea. In both of their cases, they have done things that are, apart from anything else, completely lacking in understanding or ability to answer the challenges that their nations have gone through. But secondly, even on their own terms, they haven't shown the very thing that they've both boasted they have in such large quantities. Neither Ardern doesn't seem to have very much empathy, actually, for the people of the benighted country that she rules over. So she doesn't seem to have all that much empathy for the people of New Zealand. I rather wonder whether those of us who went to that country will be asked by our grandchildren what it was like.
Jacinda Ardern, disaster on steroids, pulpit platitude princess, the New Zealand Queen of Disinformation, the award-winning Ministry of Health. Year 2020, COVID deaths by 1. Daily live TV party political broadcasts of horror. Year 2022, surging number of COVID deaths per week. Wow, government silence. Year 2022, highly significant, unexplained, above average, non-COVID related excess deaths per week. Government silence. Year 2022, significant and very concerning 1 in 800 COVID-19 vaccine adverse events. Surprise, surprise, government silence. Year 2023, government reluctant to stop Chinese COVID coming into New Zealand. I wonder, electioneering scam? Year 2023, glowing praise and knighthoods for the award-winning Ministry of Health.
People who have been vaccinated will want to know that they're around other vaccinated people.
This is going to be like, well, it's almost like, you probably don't see it like this, there's two different classes of people. If you're vaccinated or if you're unvaccinated, you have all these rights. If you are vaccinated...
That is what it is, so yep.
We are a strong, bold and courageous movement. And as long as we come together as comrades and still see amongst ourselves our LGBT rights and our LGBT comrades are not respected by each and every one of us, then we have not won. Remember that you have comrades around the world fighting for the same principles, fighting for the same things. You have solidarity. This week we launched an initiative alongside companies and non-profits to help improve research and understanding of how a person's online experiences are curated by automated processes. This will also be important in understanding more about mis- and disinformation online, a challenge that we must as leaders address. How do you tackle climate change if people do not believe it exists? How do you ensure the human rights of others are upheld when they are subjected to hateful and dangerous rhetoric and ideology? The weapons may be different, but the goals of those who perpetuate them is often the same: to cause chaos and reduce the ability of others to defend themselves, to disband communities.
I couldn't help but notice, Lisette, looking at the Prime Minister, you guys wearing the same dress?
No. Yeah, she actually copied me today. She obviously was feeling inspired.
Hang on, who wore it first?
Or best. I wore it first. I put on blue. I thought that was safe because I thought she might be wearing red.
Hey, Lisette, apparently there's a bit of an exchange. I'm just being told in my ear. Let's roll tape.
Just won't talk about it. I've got a jacket over the top. Do we need to confer for the rest of the trip?
She called you out on it too, Lisette.
Yeah, and then she shames me for not wearing a jacket.
I want to send a clear message to the New Zealand public. We will continue to be your single source of truth. We will share everything we can, everything else you see, a grain of salt, and we will continue to provide everything you need to know. Unless you hear it from us, it is not the truth.
But Bollocks.
What the fuck?
If you want to see a Labor government and the ability for Labor to continue to make the progress on some of the hardest challenges New Zealand faces, then the best way to do that is to vote for Labor. So it's always a safer bet. Vote for the party that you want to lead. I have no plans to change my role as leader.
Bollocks. Bollocks.
What the fuck?
This summer, I had hoped to find a way to prepare not just for another year, but another term, because that is what this year requires. I have not been able to do that.
Stop it! Stop!
And so today I'm announcing that I will not be seeking re-election, and that my term as Prime Minister will conclude no later than the 7th of February. But I'm not leaving because it was hard. I am leaving because with such a privileged role comes responsibility. The responsibility to know when you are the right person to lead and also when you are not. I know what this job takes, and I know that I no longer have enough in the tank to do it justice. It's that simple.
Bollocks. 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 Bollocks.
I very openly, and I have no reason not to share this, now or actually in the past, I've very openly talked about the fact that I suffer from imposter syndrome, or what we might, otherwise call confidence gap. And so people often ask me, well, how did you overcome that? Never did. I absolutely never did. And yet I was Prime Minister for 5 years in spite of that.
Jacinda Ardern left Parliament for the last time as New Zealand's Prime Minister. And this was the reaction as she walked out.